Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. It is June the 8th, 2022. It is going to be a wonderful Wednesday. I know it's going to be a hot Wednesday up here in North Texas, and I am ready for it, guys. The days go by so fast. I know why my days are going by fast. It's because I have these deadlines and I have these things coming up. And I'm a little under pressure a little bit, but I know everything is going to turn out all right. I'm ever hopeful of it, and so that is what that is. Guess what, guys? It is time for your Mindful Minute with Dr. E. Good morning again. It's wonderful to be in front of the camera. It's wonderful to be with you today, virtually, to share a good word with you. Yesterday on my way home from work, I listened to warrior goddess training, and the topic was about the stories we tell ourselves. And I was sharing with someone last night on a phone call that I've talked about this before. Be aware of the stories you tell yourself about yourself. And so in the reading that I listened to on my Audible book yesterday, she talked about framing, essentially. If you've ever heard of reframing, it's about reframing a situation in a more positive way, in a way that benefits you and does not hinder you or hurt you. And so I want you to be mindful today of the stories that you tell yourself. And this is the question that I want you to ask. Does the story or the stories that you are telling yourself serving you? Are the stories that you're telling yourself aligned with who you are today, right now, in this moment? Because the stories that we tell ourselves have something to do with what's happened in the past. So are the stories you're telling yourself aligned with who you were or who you are and who you hope to be, who you are striving to be? Because the stories that you tell yourself should be aligned with who you are, who you know you to really be, the truth of who you are. That person who you should be loving on and accepting. The stories that you tell yourself should be in alignment with who you are. And the stories that you tell yourself should be aligned with who you're striving to be, who you're growing to be, who it is you want to be in this life. So if the stories that you tell yourself make you the victim of some things that you have no control over, if the stories that you tell yourself have you wondering, why me? Oh, why me? Woe is me. I don't have any power. I can't do anything to change who I am. Then you need to take a look at those stories. The stories you tell yourself ought to be empowering you. The stories you tell yourself ought to be lighting you up from the inside out. The stories that you tell yourself ought to be inspiring you to be the greatest version of yourself that you can possibly be. The stories you tell yourself ought to remind you that you were born with everything you needed inside of you to face everything that life is going to challenge you to face, because that's the truth of the matter. So if you find yourself dwelling in some sort of negativity or some sort of doubt in yourself, I want you to stop yourself in that moment and reframe it and look at it from another perspective. Life is always giving you an opportunity to grow and be great and be a blessing to yourself and others. So if the stories that you tell yourself is doing something, anything other than that, then you need to question that story and you need to switch that. You need to change that mindset. You need to be committed to doing something a little bit different. Now, if you are happy and content with the way things are, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you have any sort of desire to be lighter, to be happier, to be more joyful, to choose joy, then I would suggest investing in taking a look at the stories that you tell yourself. Now, this is the story that Dr. E wants you to tell yourself. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and I want you to say, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. Good morning, powerful. Good morning, grateful, bounteous, brilliant, lovely, compassionate, all of the good things, all of the powerful things, all of the enriching things about you. I want you to identify those things, and I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself those things, because that's what's going to get you through. That's what's going to get you through. And that's what I wish for you today on this wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you so much for spending just a little bit of time with me. I appreciate it as always. You know, I want you to be kind to yourself. I want you to be kind to others. And I want you to gift the world the beauty, the warmth, the compassion, and all the joy that beautiful smile conveys. Take care. I love you all.